learning to live with my demons. I'm learning to live with my demons.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of CarRideReactions, the show where we haven't made $1 billion, but we feel like it. We just walked out of Ne Zha 2, which was, of course, the $1 billion movie over in the East, where they've dubbed it over here for us in the West. Ken and I wanted to go check it out, see what $1 billion movie looks like. For clarity, we're not rookies to anime and things from that side of the world. When you get it in the English dub, sometimes it's not exactly the same. So just for clarity, we're reviewing the English dub that A24 put out. That being said, Ken, kick us off, bro. What'd you think?
I really enjoyed that movie. It was freaking awesome, dude. Like, out of 10, I think I'm gonna go. I want to go 9, man. Okay. I really enjoyed that movie. That was freaking awesome. I know we talked about it beforehand because we both watched the first one on YouTube. Mm-hmm. We both said that we wanted to definitely love it more than we liked the first one, and I think that this one absolutely delivered in that regard. And it's also funny you said we wanted to see what $1 billion movie looks like. Yep. It looks incredible. Mm-hmm. Incredible. Like some of the best animation and fight scenes and sequences that I've ever seen, mm-hmm. especially for a franchise like that we've never heard of for real. Right. So I was blown away, to be honest with you. Really enjoyed the characters. If you saw the first one, very similar stuff that's going on. Man, when Ne Zha hits his final form, goodness gracious, that is crazy.
He's tough looking.
Yeah. What were your thoughts?
So I really liked it a lot too. I did like it more than the first. I don't know if you felt this way, but the first quarter of the movie, I was a little worried. I was I'm not really that into it yet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then once you get to about the halfway point in that movie's pretty chaotic all the way through the end of it. Yeah. And I thought it was. I might go on a limb and say it was the best animated movie I've ever seen in terms, or not movie wise, but animation wise. Because the animation was nuts and the fight scenes were nuts. I really only have one complaint with that movie, which was, and this is why I wanted to clarify this at the beginning. I don't think it was dubbed perfect. It wasn't dubbed great. I will you know what I mean? And it wasn't even the movie. It was more, I would say, Ne Zha's younger form specifically. I didn't think he was dubbed very well in terms of where the lineup of the mouth to the words wasn't really good. And that I'm someone that kind of it doesn't really bug me. I always watch English stuff, so Squid Game, I watch it in English and it's the same way. It doesn't line up the same, and it bothers me a little bit, but it's just easier for me than reading it at the bottom. So compared to other things I've watched, it wasn't the best dub. But that was my only complaint, really, was because that was the only time I found myself thinking about problems with the movie. Which, like I said, the beginning maybe a little slow, but not in a way that I didn't like. And then just the dubbing. I mean, some of the humor in there isn't my type of humor, but that's traditional anime slapstick humor.
Exactly.
You watch all Dragon Ball and all that, you get that stuff. So it's kind of a hard one for me to grade because of the dub part of it. I'll probably go. I'm thinking more an 8 for me. Mm-hmm. But if I think this one, I'm actually gonna go watch the whenever it comes out, the subtitled one, and do it, because I know people say emotionally things hit different. And I think all my complaints I have with this movie wouldn't be there. It might have been, if I watched the traditional or original product, I might give this one a 10, honestly. Yeah. So, but for English dub, I'm going to go 8 out of 10. Gotcha. But it slap, man. It was really good. So you said 9 out of 10. Yeah. So you got, where would you, about F1? What do you think about this or F1? Because they're both kind of fun.
I mean, I would take F1 overall as a movie over this. Just subject matter and things like that. But man, this was fun. Yeah, this was extremely fun.
This was dope. This was all right. So, what was your favorite weapon in the movie? There was some. I got to talk about some of these weapons that we saw.
Honestly, in the very beginning, I know we were hating on the beginning a little bit, but when he first got the dragon claw, the sky splitting dragon claw that he got to use, and then he added that to his thunder whip. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I was shook with that.
That shit was fresh. The one that I've like had to audibly say something was when dude did like the million versions of his hand. And it was like a machine gun arrow. I was like, that was tough.
Yeah,
that was one of the coolest like animated things I'd seen in a long time. I was like, that shit was awesome. I liked I forget the dad dragon's name. Ben or Al Bing's dad. I keep forgetting his name, but his sword was kind of tough too.
Yeah.
There was some cool stuff in there. It's funny to me, like, Ne Zha's final form is so cool looking, and then, like, his child form is, like, it's, you know, it's kind of funny. It's kind of, like, to me, but it's not, like, my favorite.
Exactly.
But Al Bing and Ne Zha's final are sick looking.
Oh, that was one of my favorite parts, was seeing him finally hit his final form.
I knew they did a good job of early in the movie when they were doing the body thing, where they were implying that if he overdoes it, he's not going to be able to like sustain that. I was like, okay, so we're probably not going to see that final form till like the end. But I mean, that end battle, man, like, I mean, that was some end game stuff. That was the animation was insane. The, like, you know, demons and angels fighting. I think if you knew a lot about like Chinese culture, maybe some of those figures and stuff maybe mean more to you. But
a couple of those scenes, I was curious if we were about to get a for sure part 3. Like, I was like, are they gonna win this?
Yeah. Oh, you thought it might cut off?
Yeah, like we get like a cliffhanger or something for a minute.
There was a couple points where it felt like it could be an ending, and we still had some stuff to wrap up. So I totally feel that. I'm glad they ended it where they ended it, because they definitely set us up for a 3.
Yeah,
especially with that mid
post-credit scene. Yeah,
and then also. I hope in 3, and I think this is who the 2 people were at the end in the post-credit, I hope we learn more about Ne Zha's brothers, because we didn't really get, like, that was kind of, you know, it felt like that was supposed to be a big scene, and then, you know, he just let Al Bing talk to him instead. So I was like, that was something where I'm like, I'd like to learn more about his brothers. I'm not even sure I remembered that he had brothers.
From the first one?
Yeah, because I, like, just watched the first one, and I was like, I don't know if I remember that. But
I know you mentioned this is probably one of the better animated looking films. We all kind of agree that Spider-Verse was one of those, you know, game changer ones. Yep. Where do you kind of stack it between those two? What do you prefer between the two, I should say?
Great question. I'm going to somewhat take a bit of a diplomatic answer here and say I like the general animation for Spider-Verse more.
Okay.
But the end, if we're talking like these end fight, actually, you know what? Give me any fight scene. I thought Ne Zha had better animation.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but like the general, like, I love what Spider-Verse did. Spider-Verse, I don't think would be a sustainable style to do for like a lot of movies. It just works for them because each like world has its own animation, and it's cool to see them cross over.
Gotcha.
This has a seamless style, was very cool, and like you said, we love those Spider-Verse movies, but this I'd give the edge in the battle scenes to this one.
Agreed. Yeah, that's where I would probably draw the line. Is just the battle scenes were just absolutely insane. What they were showing off to a point, like with certain fight scenes and for certain ways they would set up the scene. I'm like, okay, they're really just showing off their ability to show some cool animation here, which I really appreciated. I won't
hold you to like a favorite scene just because we just walked out and there was a lot of cool. But did you have like when you think of visually stunning scenes, is there one that kind of sticks out to you?
Specifically, honestly, no. Yeah, they're all literally crazy. But I mean, honestly, the end battle scene. Every time they were using the sky splitting thing, that was just really cool to like see it work and then see them kind of go between them. I think there was a fight scene that was used with that as well, where they threw like a sword through the sky splitter and it came through the other side, like stuff like that, man. I was just blown away by.
I think for me, like, again, not like a number one or anything, but something that just like sticks out in my head was when the sky split. And you had the people from I can't remember what they called the realm down there, but we'll call
Yuju,
it like
I think.
Yuju. Okay, we'll call it like the lava realm.
Yeah.
And then you had all the, for lack of a better term, like the angel-looking people coming. So you had like that stream of like gold coming from one end, and the stream of like black coming from another. I was like, this actually is chaos. I was thinking, I was like, Doomsday better have like a scene like this shit, or I'm gonna be thinking about it, like, because that felt like the Battle of Wakanda times like 1,000, like when they were just running at each other. And
that felt Avenger level threat for sure.
Yeah, that was good. I thought even though I said the dubbing wasn't great, like the lineup, I did think a lot of the voice acting was good. I thought Michelle Yeoh did good. Yao, how do you say Michelle?
I think it's Yao.
Yeah. I thought she did good. I did like. I honestly think the only two people that weren't dubbed well was young Ne Zha, or small Ne Zha, I guess we should say, and his master's name. His name's escaping me.
Wulong, I think.
Wulong, yeah, the brother of the villain or whatever.
Yeah.
It just sucks because they're arguably the two main people in the movie.
Exactly.
Everyone else, actually, I thought they did the voiceover pretty good for. But this was a good one, man. I'm glad. I'm glad you picked this one out to go see. I think it was worth seeing. I see why it made $1 billion. I mean, there's definitely people over there I'm sure I've saw this 2-3 times in theaters. So.
Easily, visually, at least at minimum for that alone.
Yeah. But all right. Any other thoughts on Ne Zha? Ne Zha 2?
Go see it if you get a chance to, for sure.
Yep. First one's free on YouTube with ads. Ken sent me. That's how I watched the first one before. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Go check it out. But what about trailers?
Man, the Smashing Machine.
Smashing Machine's a good one. And then I had 3. I had Smashing Machine that I really wanted to see. I actually got them on my phone here. Smashing Machine looks really good, though. Like we were saying, that could be the one for The Rock that moves him from like box office smash actor to like well-received like critical actor. Wicked for good. Come on. I mean,
that looks good.
I'd never seen any of the plays for Wicked, but I saw the original Wicked with my mom and sister when it came out last year. So really pumped for Wicked for good. And then, bro, Marty Supreme.
Yeah.
I think Marty Supreme looks good with Chalamet. And it's weird that... Do you watch Shark Tank?
Every now and then. Yeah.
So it was weird that Kevin O'Leary was like... weird. I thought that was weird they like marketed him in that. And then... isn't Tyler, the Creator, supposed to be in that too?
I'm not certain.
He wasn't in the trailer, but I think Tyler, the Creator, maybe is supposed to be in that.
Gotcha.
But I thought there was some good trailers for that. But anyway, I think we're back next for... All right, I'm going to post this one first, but we already saw Caught Stealing, so that'll be the next video coming for y'all. Then we're going to go see The Long Walk and One Battle After Another coming up this month. We might pump out something for Alien Earth when that wraps up, because Alien Earth's been really good so far. I'll probably do something for Peacemaker. First episode was good. I thought about doing a little TikTok for the first episode, but stuff coming, so stay tuned. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Like and subscribe.
Y'all. Have a good one.